Yes, we are 10 days out from the start of the preview weekend for the Professional Hoops Association. It is approximately, what time does that say? It's approximately 1:52. It's early. I probably will not go to sleep for about another 2 hours. And up working on the league, and had some conversations tonight, talking to some players. We did another release on social for one of the other players that we are announcing. We did that earlier, and we have another one that we're doing tomorrow, as well as a few other things. But we're counting down. We got 10 days. Very excited. Still yet a lot of work to do. But I'm thanking the Lord for all that He's doing. I just want to touch base with you guys and kind of let you know what's going on my way on the late night. Sometimes you got to do the late nights. It's funny because I had about a week ago, I kind of started this regimen where I was like, I'm going to get my 7 hours, at least 7 hours a night and things like that. But man, duty calls. And so, just had to stay up late and, get a few things done. And, then I'll be able to get a few hours of sleep, probably about 3 hours of sleep. Then I'll be back up, prayer time, workout, and then back in the swing. So I'll get some good rest after the preview weekend is over. But definitely, just getting it in. A lot of things to do, a lot of things to make sure that are on point for the game weekend. A lot of people going to be there, so that's kind of amazing. Just really been working on RSVPs for media and just different personnel, entertainment, comp tickets for special guests and things of that nature. So it's going to be a great time, and so we just excited for things to come and just really trying to be on top of things detail wise, because for anybody that knows like game days in any sport, it's a lot of little details, and so you got to make sure that you're on top of those things because it's just very important. Every party is important, and they're all intertwined and interlocked with one another. So just gotta make sure those things are on point. So yeah, pretty much I'm up. I have a to-do list of things here on my Google Calendar, and got some CEBL Canada. Some of those documentaries behind the scenes and things like that. I'm always have those on because I'm always curious of what they do behind the scenes, trying to learn from other leagues and different things like that. So I was very, very excited. It's very exciting when you pick little things up and learn from other leagues and things like that. But that's pretty much it. I'm just headed down my to-do list, getting my day structured for tomorrow. We have a number of things tomorrow. I got a call with a player in the 10 o'clock hour tomorrow. I actually have a call at noon with one of the mayor's offices in one of the cities where we're having a team. So have that call. And then outside of that, it's a lot of little things that I have to do. Emails, like tons of emails. I'm probably about 50 emails back. And this is not all at one time, but just emails where I've kind of started emails and put them in draft to the right time. And now it's like that right time to send them. So I'm going to spend a little time tonight probably just hammering out some of those emails. And the way I do it, I'll schedule it like to hit at 9 a.m. tomorrow so that people can get in their inboxes. And then there's some people that I have relationships with where I know I can send it now and they'll check it out. But there's some people I won't send it now, I'll wait. So be working on those. Currently, we are, still looking for certain sponsorships. There's some sponsorships that are no longer available, but there's some that still are available. So if you are checking this out, reach out to me. We'd love to connect with you and your company on how we can show value and bring value to you in our space, and be able to bring you more traffic, foot traffic to your venue, traffic to your website. There's a lot of things we can do. So just looking for a few more partners. But yeah, this is very exciting. It's a lot of work for sure behind the scenes. I could say this time around, just being in professional sports on this side of it, I've learned a lot already. Learned a lot behind the scenes before, but I learned a lot this time. I think one of the biggest things that I've learned this time was to let your no be a no until it's a yes. Sometimes it's easy to just say yes, and then you have to figure out how you're going to make that yes good. But it's best to say no until you can say yes. That's the best way to be able to keep your mind clear, and not pull your hair out, while you're doing things, trying to figure out how am I going to make this yes good, So it's one of the biggest things that I've learned, and I thank God that I actually am holding tight to that, because sometimes, in business, in anything that you're doing, it's easy to just put the cart before the horse and just run and go. And it's not to say that you don't run and go, because there's times that you do that. But as you run and go, do it with wisdom, and that's the biggest thing. It's one of the biggest things that I've learned just over time that's helping me even now as I'm building this league and launching this preview weekend. And, so hope that helps somebody, because it really, I actually thank God that I'm actually doing it, because I wasn't that person. I wasn't the person that would, I would just go for it all, you know what I'm saying? Which there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a better way to go for it all when you're actually going for it all. You have to be able to use tact. You have to be able to be creative. You have to be able to be resourceful, because a lot of times you don't have to spend money when you're able to be resourceful, when you understand bartering. There's just places where you can not spend money, keep your money, or just be able to make a good business deal when somebody else has something that you need and you have something they need. A lot of times, some of those are the best deals because there's no money exchange, which makes a lot of people happy when they can keep their money. But a lot of times, people have surplus of goods or surplus of services that they can render towards you and not lose out, but it actually can fall in their line item of marketing, or something to that nature. So you don't always have to spend money, on things that you need for your business. A lot of times you can make deals, you can barter. I love doing that, honestly. It's been fun. But a lot of times you don't have to, use the money that you have. I've actually thought about teaching a course on that, teaching some kind of workshop on that, on trades and bartering, because I've done so much of it, and it can be beneficial to both parties. So that's something I thought about. So if you're watching this and that's something that you feel like you would enroll in, drop it in the comments or shoot me a DM if you want to be a part of something like that. And I'm actually probably going to do something like that right after we're done with our preview season, our preview weekend. Because I love teaching. I love helping, and especially with my genre being in sports. I love helping those who are in sports that need that extra push, that extra that extra idea, or that extra wisdom nugget that can propel them into their next place within their organization. And so, that's something that I'm thinking about doing. Let me know if that's something you'll be a part of. Kind of walk you through some of the things I did for my pro team that I used to own, walk you through some things that I've done, currently, and some things that I've even helped others do. It can definitely put you far ahead. And it'll take the procrastination out. It will take the quitting out. Because sometimes it seems like people can't figure out how can I get that, or how can I dress up what I'm doing in a different way. A lot of times it can come down to trade and bartering. You may not have the money to go get something, but doesn't mean you can't get it. So I'll probably be teaching on something like that in the near future. But till next time, guys, I just wanted to hop on, say a few things, let you know kind of what my world is like in this late in the midnight hour. Past the midnight hour. And but I'm excited. So stay tuned. 10 days out. I'll be coming with another video tomorrow. We'll talk soon.